It's harder still sometimes within our family. It takes a lot of courage. It's even maybe harder still in an institution, maybe that you're in a school or an organization that you're volunteering in or that you work at. When you see something go on, to stand up to it. Because, you know, oftentimes if it's just one person standing up to an organization, to an institution, they will do everything. They will hire lawyers and such. And so it's just you, and so you hope other people will stand up with you. And then, as the speaker was saying, the more voices, the more change. It's very difficult to do it alone. You have to have courage. You have to take a deep breath. And I certainly, throughout my life, have not always done it. I have not always spoken up. But I try. And when I think of my heroes, I mean, there's so many heroes in history that you read about. My hero is my mother. Because my mother worked in the most, well-known business, most powerful business in Columbus. And she felt like they were discriminating against her. And so she sued them for age discrimination. Oh my gosh, and boy, she fought and she fought. They hired lawyers. 10 years later, she won. And I was at college when she was going through the heart of this battle. And I said, Mom, how are you able to do this? She said, I don't know, Jenny. She said, all I know, my voice, my inner voice just keeps telling me, if I don't right the wrong, how will it be righted? And she said she just kept hearing her inner voice tell her that. And this next song I'd like to sing for you, and it's the last song I have for you. It's called One Voice. And I wrote this a few years back because I found myself in an organization that I had been working in my whole life. I went to summer camp, at the summer camp that they owned, and all of my friends were at this camp. And I felt like there was some major homophobia going on. And so I spoke up, And it was scary and it was hard. And I thought other people would join me, and they didn't. And it was the hardest time of my life by far. But in that struggle, in that battle, my own battle that I had, I gained so much self-awareness and a sense of my own strength that I would never, ever, ever change. I would never do it differently. Even though I don't go back to that camp anymore. Because, like I said, one person. You try and you try, but sometimes you need other people to join you. So, I didn't necessarily have the outcome that I wanted, but inside I had the outcome I wanted, if you know what I mean. So, I was sitting on my porch one night, my screaming porch that I love. And I was like, I want to write a song about that. I want to capture this moment, And I thought of my mom. And I thought, here's what my mom would say. She'd say, Jenny, sometimes you've got to stand alone with just the truth by your side. Sometimes just one single voice can take a wrong and make it right. But sometimes justice doesn't get done, no matter how long and hard you fight. But that doesn't mean you don't stand up for what you know and your heart is right. Because even though justice doesn't get done, who knows? Your voice might be the one to plant the seeds for change to come. So thank you to Sarah. Sarah, right? We have not met. Thank you so much, Sarah. This is amazing, and I'm just so impressed with everything that you have done, and I am just so honored to be a part of it, really. So, with that, I'll leave you with one voice. So what you finally see, how lonely, lonely life can be. You're taking a stand that's left you standing alone. I know you thought your friends would come to stand with you, to stand as one. They're not here, guess you're on your own. Sometimes in this life, you gotta stand alone. Sometimes in this life, yeah, you gotta stand on your own. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. It's all okay, okay, you're strong. You don't need them to lean on. Let them stay in the silence of it all. The silence we know it equals death. So you keep making noise and taking your breath. You're alive and you can't stand tall. Sometimes in this life, you gotta stand alone. Na, 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 na. Sometimes in this life, you gotta stand on your own. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you gotta stand alone. Only the truth by your side. Sometimes just one single voice can take it wrong and make it right. And sometimes justice don't get done, no matter how long and hard you fight. That don't mean you don't stand up for what you know your heart is right. 'Cause even though justice don't get done, who knows, your voice might be the one to plant the seeds for change to come. One voice is all you need to change the world. You must believe. One voice is all you need to change the world. You must believe. One voice is all you need to change the world. You must believe. Thanks again, Sarah.